You know, if you've been watching my videos, you hear me talk about God a lot, which maybe isn't surprising in the recovery world, as he is a part of that. But I really, even being brought up in a Christian family, I did not want God to be real in my addict life. Because as an addict, I could then do whatever I want. I could pursue those pleasures. I could pursue the self-fulfillment, the things that made me feel important. And so I really did not want God to be real. But I was brought up in a Christian family, and so that was my foundation. And that was where I began, and I just couldn't let loose because of God. And so I tried to disprove him, I guess I could say. That would be the best way to say it. As I looked, and I started reading a lot of books, Hutchinson, Pinker, Sagan, and many more. I can't remember all the names. And reading those, I don't know, a lot of the atheists and agnostics just seemed really angry at Christians and spent a lot of time putting them down. And I guess not all of them. I mean, Pinker, he probably came the closest to making sense to me. He was more of a Star Trek-y kind of atheist, the good in mankind. And I really valued or appreciated what he had to say. He probably came the closest to convincing me there was no God, that this was all just a fantasy made up. And I read a lot of Christian apologists as well. And, people like Keller and McDowell and Lewis and others. And it just seemed that the Christian worldview made a lot more sense to what I saw in reality. And logically, archaeologically, historically, and just in my own life. And so through my own research and rational thought, and it really was a rational thing for me, I just became more and more convinced that the truth of the Bible was real. And that was probably the biggest convincing thing for me, is just the Bible and all the evidence that suggests that it's true. And yeah, there's a step of faith there, as there is with any world system belief, including atheism. And so I do talk a lot about God, and I trust I put my entire faith in him, and my life is not my own. It belongs to him, he who created me. And it's through him that I found freedom from addiction, and it's through him that I've been able to continue on this bike journey for over 2,000 miles now. And again, my faith is in the creator of this amazing, beautiful world. See the birds there? I just saw a beautiful hummingbird come by. All of these things just lead me again to be convinced that there is a God, that he is real, that it is the God of the Bible who loves and is almighty. And so I'm going to continue to talk about God as we rise up, recover, and pedal forward together. God bless.